on, guys? This is Jake with Stony RC. This is another build I've been working on. Getting ready to go out and test it right now. It's Mojave 4S, obviously. I bought a roller from Cash for RC on eBay because I'm going to do all my own electronics. And then I bought the top from Jenny's RC and my shocks that I put on here from Jenny's RC. And then these are from A-Main. These are Pro Line. The Mirage. They're a little bit bigger. They are belted. They're a little bit taller. They're more like Mojave 6S height. So I had to cut my wheel wells and stuff a little bit, just so I don't, hit. And I even trimmed my front bumper. But yeah, so I'm gonna try these out. I got my GPM wheel nuts in there, which are awesome. And this top, I did reinforce a little bit in a couple spots with the E6000 and some drywall tape here. It's like a mesh kind, so just in a couple spots. I didn't go super crazy. So I got that all done. I got that for like $100, I think, from Jenny's RC complete. It's a lot cheaper than trying to buy at pieces, because just this middle section is like 50. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so we got GPM, M2C, Power Hobby, and then I think that's it from aftermarket stuff. So, all right, so I got the GPM CVDs all the way around. You can see them right in there. They went together nice. They fit right in there in the stock places. Pins are a little bit small inside where the CVD axle is, where you slide the pin in, but we'll see how it goes. They have nice little boots on here, so nothing gets in between when it, telescopes in and out, which seems nice. Everything went together great. I got GPM hubs on here too, which you can't see obviously because the wheel's on, and then I have the hex on here too, the capture ones. This is GPM steering down here. I replaced the steering. Not that I had any issues. I didn't drive the car yet stock, but because it was just a roller. Not even a roller. It didn't come with shocks. It didn't come with a rear diff either, but I got it for $200. So this was all gone, and then the shocks were gone, and it's just literally the chassis. But yeah, it's still a lot cheaper to do it this way. These are Arrma Fire Team shocks, front and back. You get the rears front and back for this car, because the rears is the length you need. Actually, a little longer would be good, but these work. I did my own bushings in here to fit in here. I just went to a hardware store and got some nylon like sleeves that fit in there and fit the screw nice. Got that in there perfectly. Had to trim a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Down at the bottom, you don't have to do anything. I got these from Jenny's RC as well. All four of them. They're like $27 a pair, which is great. They do come with aluminum caps already, but I put the Power Hobbies because I did emulsion on these. So these are from Power Hobbies, which is the same as Hot Racing, if anybody's wondering, but cheaper. Just go to their website. And then this went right on there perfect, because these are just for any Arrma vehicle with these size shocks. We got a GPM tower-to-tower brace, which is super nice. Very inexpensive too. Then I got M2C A block and a M2C D block, just to get rid of all the red on here. On the front one, the C and B are both plastic and stuff, the way it's already like integrated into the car, so you don't really do those. Diffs are all stock all the way through. The center diff is all stock. I think I'm running stock oil, whatever they got in there. It seemed really thick, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I got I think 100 in the front and 50 in the back. This is like not a race vehicle, so it's just a basher. Underneath, I got the M2C chassis skid / brace, whatever you want to call it. I do wish you guys would go all the way back to cover that back end, because if the car scrapes and lands, it's going to be mostly here. So if this I know there's a little hump here, but just go to here, and you can add these two screws into it. There's probably a reason that I don't know about. You guys know better than me, but it would be nice if you just did the full length of the car, all the way to here, just to protect that, because this is beautifully done, fit right on there. Everything was great. And it's got a little kick up in the front, so it's not going to get all jammed up with stuff. What else do I got? So the suspension is very stiff now. I did change the oil in here. It's 650 in the back and then 600 in the front. I did change the oil in the shocks. It's 650 in the back and then 600 in the front. Pistons are all stock from like what the Fire Team is. These are a little bit better shocks, I think, because they're 4mm shafts. You get a whole aluminum body that's threaded. That's why I switched. I don't know why Arrma put the ones with the clips and everything on here. That's so stupid, and a weird like 15mm size. My motor mount is an M2C one, as you can see down in there, which is nice because their slots for where your motor screws go in are 4mm, so you can put 4mm screws in if you run a bigger motor. Most motors have 3mm or 4mm, and I try to run 4mm if I can, just for, you know, durability reasons. And they also make the slot bigger, so you can, you know, I can gear this up quite a bit still, because this piece can come out, so this motor can go over. Right now, this is a mod. These are mod 32 pitch. I thought it was mod 1, but it's not. The stock spur is 57, I think. And then I'm running a 21. Stock gear is 16 with the motor they put in here. This is a 1650 kV. I probably will gear it up. It is a Castle 1520 motor, 1650 kV, so it's 100mm long. And yes, this is a Monster 8S ESC, which is completely unnecessary because it can run an X-Max and all that stuff. But I won't have any heat issues. And that's basically what I was trying to do. I'm going to be running this in grass and all that kind of stuff, off-road stuff, and trying to rip with it. And I'm trying to avoid having to put fans on anything. So I figured put this motor on here, got plenty of torque, and I got plenty of gearing, so I can go up to like a 26 for sure. And we'll see how fast it goes then. The motor fit right in there. It's basically to the chassis, so you don't need anything underneath the back, because if it does flex at all, it's just going to touch the chassis. It's like 1mm off of it, which is perfect. It is a sensored system, so I had to make this little mount here. So down where the other ESC stock one would mount, there's 2 screws in the chassis. I took that, obviously that's gone because I didn't get it. I put an aluminum plate, it's kind of hard to see, but it is down there. I drilled 2 holes in it, and then I countersunk the 2 screws and put 2 screws in. And you can see kind of here, I drilled through the chassis, but the screw is flush with the bottom of the chassis, basically. This one you can't see because it's under here, but it's flush. It doesn't stick out, but I just threaded right into the plastic with M4 screws, countersunk ones, into that aluminum plate. I just got it like Home Depot, and I just countersunk them into it so it's flush. Then I put sticky tape on that. Obviously, clean all your surfaces really good, put a big piece of sticky tape on that. And then this stuff right here is a black PVC board. So it's just black plastic. It's super light. You can cut it with a saw, very easy. I just made a little square out of that, put that on there, and then that spaced me up enough where it fit. If we focus here, it will fit right over the chassis. So then there's no screw holes in the bottom of these ESCs, so you got to sticky tape it, but you just clean everything good. And I stuck that down there and stuck that down there, and I put it in a way where the drive shaft is clear. It's not going to touch anything in there. You can see it. And then everything, you know, this brace keeps these wires up, and then I just ran everything around. Yeah, and it fit right in there nice. You know, I don't usually short my wires just in case I move stuff to other cars, so I just left them the length they are. But yeah, it fit right in there. I did do the Castle Bluetooth adapter to set it up, just to get my BEC up and just set everything the way I wanted it quick, and then I took it off because I'm going to use it on a different car that I'm doing. But this ESC is supposed to be really good. Like, out of all the reviews of all the Castle stuff, this ESC seems to have the least amount of problems from what I see. And obviously it can handle anything. Like, as far as it can handle 8S, and I'm only running 4S in this car, so it's going to be easy for it. I made this little, out of a piece of angle aluminum, a little ESC mount, and I just screwed it right to the top of the receiver box. And then that way the on and off switch is right in here, mounted nice. I wish they would change their on and off switches so it's like a little bigger so you can actually stick it down or something. This is AGF servo on here. I forget which one exactly it is. I don't think it says in the box or on the bottom of it. It's a 55 kg servo. It can go up to 8.4. It's all aluminum casing. So I think it's like 6 volts. It's like 400 something ounces. I think it goes up to like 6 something for ounces if you go 8.4, which is plenty, and the speed's like 0.10. So it's plenty of speed for this car. Like I said, it's not a race car, but it's still really fast. Down here, it's hard to see. This is a GPM link from a GPM Servo Saver, but on Garage Life RC, he has a special. It's hard to see now because I got it all together. I should have did video when it was, but this is all raised up. Okay, this is raised up like 6 or like 12 millimeters higher than it was. Garage Life has a piece of like a rubbery plastic that he makes. It's hard to see, but it's down underneath there. And it raises the whole servo and receiver box. So that setup from Garage Life comes with the riser. Raise all this up. And then the Servo Saver is a lot like the one that I have on my Outcast, where you just, there's a nut on top, you adjust the tension like a normal spring Servo Saver that mounts right on here. Fits right on the servo, it's great, it's 25 tooth. The reason you have to raise the whole thing up is to make room for the height of that Servo Saver. But it's a lot better than the stock one. And any aftermarket one that would fit normally. So I definitely recommend getting that from him. Fit on there nice. So I got the Luminaire straps on here. They're Kevlar ones, so they got like rubber inside. I put some foam down here, but it made my battery super tight to this top piece. It used to have a part that like went over like an L, I cut that off because it doesn't need it. It just needs to stop this way, and then it fits right in there. You can see that M2C mount in there now a little better. But yeah, this car should rip. Absolutely should just haul. We will find out. My electronics are way overkill because I mean the stock stuff is 120 amp speed control, I think, and you got 3678 motor or something like that in there. And this one's 4200. So this is definitely meant for like a 6 scale, 7 scale kind of car it can handle. Probably 7 scale, like a fire team or something. But yeah, I don't care. We're going to make it fast, you know. So you can hear the magnets in there just spinning. The motor's got super torquey. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do some running videos and see how things go.